got it. We're back once again. It's the Lingus show. We've been telling good old stories on patreon.com/Lingus Mafia about fucking middle school and nightmares called teachers. And oh boy, it's fun stuff.
So back to school season.
It is back to school season, and we were telling stories. So if you want to hear any little extra stuff that we do on patreon.com/Lingus Mafia, go there. Go to the Godfather Plus tier. That's where you see all this kind of stuff, and you can watch, and you get bonus show in the beginning and some after show as well. Of course, you get all your pay-per-views exclusively on that Patreon. If you just want to listen and get those bonus shows, those are only in a $5 tier. But coming up in 2 weeks, Faust, when football season begins, anyone who is signed up for either the Boss tier or higher, so if you wanted wrestling, it would be Boss Plus you would be on. So Boss or higher, you are automatically entered. For being on our Patreon, you will be entered in the eliminator pool for football. We will send out a link. You pick a team each week, how that works. If they do not lose, you continue to the next round. You can win. If you are on Godfather Plus, you could win $300 if you win. If you're the last man standing. Because if me, Fausti, or the guy from the other podcast that we do, Greg, if we win our money back. Each of us are putting in $100. You guys don't have to pay anything other than just being on Patreon. If you are on Boss Plus, or Godfather, no, you wouldn't even be on Godfather because it wouldn't have wrestling. You wouldn't be hearing this if it was on Godfather.
Yeah. Oh. Well, there's the Wrestling is Plus video $10 tier.
Yes. So that would put you in too. So if you're on a $10 or higher tier,
that's the easiest way to say it.
Yes, $10 or more tier, you will get then $200 if you win. The only time you get $300 is if you're on Godfather Plus, because that's the highest tier. But you don't have to put shit in. You're automatically entered if you are on our Patreon for that $10 and higher. So if you're just on the $5 tier, you're not free to win $300. What the fuck? You got to be fair. We got to be fair.
Thank you for being on here and enjoying the extra content.
Yes, you get extra shows is what you get. You don't get extra money. So
such as this week and the following weekend, you get pay-per-views.
Yes, we get pay-per-view next 2 weekends. So let's get into Smackdown fast. We do these little shows on the Smoking Joe Network, courtesy of the Believes Network. From the Creative Control Network, from Sea to Shining Sea to the Believes Network. That's where we rule the world. And this time we're giving you good audio. I'm finally back in place where I should be. I'm in front of a real microphone, not doing my AirPods from my mother's abode. I am done house sitting now. So now I can be, I should say, Faust, I should have said last time I was in my mother's basement. That would have been.
Yeah.
I'm in my mom's basement doing a review of wrestling, but now I'm in my actual
more appropriate
wrestling now. And we're going to go through first. This show is SmackDown. There's going to be another show out that'll be Raw. It's very raw, and that'll be out after this. But SmackDown, Faust, we did a review right off the bat. We did a review, Faust. It's very rare for them to show a review, but we get a review of the Bloodline from Roman last week. That's what happens. And now it's time for your cringe factor of the week, Faust, brought to you by Snickers. Brought to you by fucking Yes Boy the musical.
No kidding.
Oh, here we go. Tiffy time celebration. Her queen celebration, Queen Cleopatra, fucking Nia Jax celebration, with Pretty Deadly standing there too. And you go, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah, I'm like, why are they there?
Because they have nothing to do other than job.
There's a bunch of, they looked red, like red balloons from when it was panned out, but then you zoom closer and it was more of a dark pink, and then there's unicorns, and I'm like, the fuck is going on here? But still, there was more balloons and more effort put into this than any of Sasha's or Mercedes' celebrations on AEW when they just had a few balloons spattered around the ring.
Somebody carried one balloon like a fucking lonely clown. So this is the smartest thing the WWE has knows. We don't even discuss this, and you know where I'm going with it. They didn't want any fucking doctor visits or lawsuits for backs broken. So they put Nia on a rolling throne.
Yes, we didn't get the other wrestlers or whatever, the extras carrying, like we saw Randy Savage or Kenzo Suzuki back in the day getting carried to the ring.
Remember their faces? They were like they were breaking, That was fucking great. They're not the same height, so they're trying to fucking. Yeah. I'm like, I wouldn't want to be the person sitting on top.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be ready for bullshit. So they're rolling. Faust, here's what I would do. They need someone. If they had Eddie Kingston. Now, this is the only type of character you could do this with. But it would be flipped though, because this would be Gunther being rolled to on a throne as the king, fucking all this shit, right? And it would be Eddie Kingston versus Gunther, and you have the royalty versus slob, right?
The peasant.
Faust, he rolls in on a throne, a porcelain one. And instead of a scepter, he got a fucking toilet brush or something, right? Plunger. That would be what you do, and he make fun of it. Fucking give kisses to the crowd while he sits on a fucking toilet while they wheel him out. Taco Bell, you've done it again. Fantastic.
Why didn't they do that for Dusty when he was feuding with
Macho?
King Macho.
Well,
King.
I didn't give him the advice back then.
Yeah.
I didn't know where. I couldn't write in. I only wrote in for Hulk Hogan being squished by earthquake, and I got my fucking 8x10 or my 6x4, whatever the fuck that card was. So they roll her in instead of carrying her, and it was Queen Stay Puffed with her white outfit. And when she was sitting, Faust, she seemed thin to me. When she was sitting.
Yeah.
I don't know how all of a sudden she gained weight when she stood up. I was like, I go, fuck, she looks thick. Well, wait a minute. She gets in a ring. She says, thank you to Tiffany, but she goes, listen, the pink balloon, not really my thing. I'm more destruction. I go, I don't know what color that is, but okay. And she wants the whole locker room to fucking bow down to her. And you know what? We need to start with you. I said, cracking the fucking armor here a little bit.
Right away, yeah.
And I was like, they're making Tiffany a good guy? It's what it seemed like immediately with this. And I'm like, I guess you would make her a good guy if she turned on her, I guess.
Yeah.
But nobody's going to go, oh my God, she turned on. They're going to cheer it that she turned. But they go, now you're going to start. And she's like, what? They do this, Wells. It's, but they could.
I'll do it right after we hear from Pretty Deadly. They have a song for you.
Oh, so she tries to avoid it by saying, right now, no, Pretty Deadly has a number for you, and they want to do this for you. Faust, I swear they don't know the song.
Dude, it was predictably bad. And yeah, they were off. Were they on purposely not on the same page?
I look at this, and like I say, I put myself in these situations when I really shouldn't. It's a sickness. And I go, how do they fucking even remember this? Yeah. It wasn't some short one-line thing. They had to sing a fucking song. I'd have been
and they had dance steps in there too.
I've been like, I can't remember this. I can't go out there and remember this. It's gonna be a fucking problem for me. And any fucking speech I'd have to give out there, I'd probably get away with going, all right, here's a couple bullet points, but I'm going to fucking wing it. When I had to go do it in the ring, I would walk up, I would pace the fucking hallways because I would have a fucking script. And I would go over it and over, and I was petrified about it. But eventually I was just like, I kind of got a gist, and I got to go with this. And if they fucking say you forgot this fucking one line, well, tell me if this is a crazy important line, I'll make sure. But otherwise, I'm not a fucking going out there doing a movie. So this is where I'm like, I don't know. You got to sing a song with your buddy the same. Fuck. So they start dancing around. And I said, oh, this is how now she gets out of it because all hell breaks loose and she doesn't have to. So I go, good way to push this off. Good way to push this off. And then balls on me chin. She shows up. I love that this is her name for us now. Everything. She comes out with a kendo stick, taking everybody out, wearing everyone out so bad that her tank top goes up over one tit. You realize that?
I didn't even catch that.
Oh, she had to pull that. One titty was out the whole time. Yeah, one tit flopped out. And I'm like, what? She had I mean, it's a bra there, so she had pulled out on the top. But
indubitably.
Your titty is showing. Let's see who has bigger titties, you or me. You're both of our nipples are Hershey Kiss Brown. Mm. Oh, and you're welcome, Eddie Gonzalez. I sent him Bears hats and